So I wanted to talk to you about how you can read into SEC filings, how you can get ahead of major headlines in the stock market. One simple way that you can do this is by figuring out what SEC filings have just been released by the company. You can do this by going to seekingalpha.com. You can also use secfilings.com. You can type in the ticker symbol, and it will give you any company that you can think of that reports SEC filings. Now, what are these forms? What are the different types of forms? What do you focus on? For me, I focus on 10Ks, 10Qs, sometimes 8Ks, and sometimes Form 4. Form 4 can make stock spike as well, especially when there's a officer change, a CEO, COO, or CFO. There's a new leader that comes in, or there's a new leader that leaves. It can propel stocks either up or down, but you can do this by going to Seeking Alpha and clicking on these. Now, when you go to 10Qs and 10Ks, you're talking about a 100-page report. So how do you get through that? Here's an article right here by Investopedia where you can speed read. Yes, you want to speed read through these big SEC filings. These are usually releasing financial reports and news about the company, governance overview, things like that, balance sheet, income statement, cash flow statement, what cash flows in and out of the bank. That is what you want to pay attention to. That is the meat of the move. That is the steak and potatoes. That's what you want. You can also discover if companies are juicing up profits by saying, hey, this counts as revenue. That happens. Companies sometimes they will say, hey, this counts as revenue, even though it's really not a profit. It's really not money that they're taking in to say this is a profit, but it counts as revenue. This will juice up profits. This will help them have a better earnings report. And you can take advantage of that. There's also intangible assets, depreciation of the company, especially if you're short in the company. You can look at what assets are depreciating. You can look at how they've performed over the past quarters. And you can just take a look for yourself. These reports are, like I said, hundreds and hundreds of pages, right? But you can skim through it. I usually use Command F or Control V if I'm using a PC. So we're on a Mac. So we simply just I can type in financial statement, and it will show me everything in the document. When you type in that Command F or Control F, when you type it in, it gives you little arrows where you can just click down and it will scroll down for you and you can see everything in the article. Now, sometimes I will, type in words like partnership, right? Or partners, or I would type in acquire, okay? Or acquisition. When I type in acquisition, those are things that can also propel a stock, especially if a bigger company is acquiring a smaller company, or for our case, penny stocks been acquired by a bigger company or a partnership that can send the stock through the roof. Now, we want to find those companies. And if we find those companies, we can take advantage of that movement before it actually happens, especially in penny stocks. Remember, when you're in the blue chip world, the Apples, the Googles, the Netflix, all those big companies, news moves faster, travels really fast. But with penny stocks, news can hit, and it may take several days for the stock to react. So you can go ahead and get right in on that ride, strap up to that roller coaster, and ride that wave. But sometimes they move a little fast, but most times, no. So take advantage of Seeking Alpha. You can read this article as well, too, on how to speed read SEC filings. I use that Command F, Control F and Command F button, and I skim through them. I'm trying to find catalysts, mergers, new officer changes, anything that can propel the stock up. That's what you want to find. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you all got something from it. If you did, if you have any comments on how you can do this process better than I do, make sure you comment. Share this with a fellow stock trader out there. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Ronnie G Invest. I will see you guys next week. Peace.